people at work are supportive to each other, there is a change in the energy levels as well as the level of engagement a person has towards their work. Nurture your workplace right from the beginning so that it blossoms and gives out the right fragrance of happiness and health. This is episode 26 of Dream 100 Show. Welcome to the show, listeners. Each week, we interview today's most successful and inspiring business owners with winning teams, or we explore one aspect of evolving business owners, cultivating their inner strengths for personal growth, which will impact business growth positively. Join us as we bring you everything that goes on in the minds of successful business owners during decision-making process and gain insights to make smarter decisions. In this episode, we will be exploring about what a healthy workplace means and what are the few signs of cultivating a healthy workplace. If you are a business owner or a person who is working in an organization, just have a mental checkup of whether these signs exist in the working environment or in your workplace. If yes, then awesome. If no, then there is always room for improvement. Start implementing these signs so that you make your workplace happy, healthy, as well as a highly productive workplace. Let's start off by looking at 5 signs of a healthy workplace. But before we start that, let's understand what is the meaning of a healthy workplace. A healthy workplace is one where a person who is working in that space or in that company or in that environment feels psychologically safe. And they feel that people who are working along with them are supportive to each other. When people at work are supportive to each other, there is a change in the energy levels as well as the level of engagement a person has towards their work. In a healthy workplace, one should understand that it is not only the responsibility of the leadership or the business owner, but it is the collective responsibility of each and every person who is working in the organization to participate and cooperate so that this place, wherever they are working, becomes a safe and a healthy place to work. So now, what are those kind of signs which one has to look for to make a workplace happy and healthy? There are few things which have to be defined. For example, the purpose of the organization has to be defined right in the beginning, be it a startup or a growing business, because only when the purpose is defined, the leaders can resonate with the purpose, and thereby the people who are all joining this particular organization will also start resonating with the purpose. An organization which can articulate its purpose very clearly and precisely will attract people who will echo with that purpose. Now, for example, let me state an experience of mine where I was helping an organization during the recruitment process. Person who joined the company later on revealed that when she read the purpose of the organization, which was committed to the growth of every individual in the organization, she felt that she resonated with it. And she felt that by joining this organization, there is a scope for her growth. And thereby, she was able to make a decision because at that point of time, she had 2 to 3 offers in hand. So you see, when you want to attract the right kind of people into your organization, it is very important that they also resonate with the purpose of the organization. Because when the matching is happening at the hiring stage itself, it is a very good start as the emotional connect has already been established. To build a healthy workplace, it is very, very important to arrive at the purpose. And I've seen in a few of the organizations, they know their purpose, and the purpose is limited only to the leadership or to the management. This should not happen. Whatever the purpose of the organization is, it should be very clearly spelled out so that each person in the organization knows what the purpose is. Yes. So now let's look at the second sign of what a healthy workplace looks like. In a healthy workplace, people not only resonate with the purpose, as we saw in the previous instance, but also they live by the values. An organization has to very clearly define what the values of the company or the brand stands for. And it is very, very important that each person in the organization lives by the values. When you say that we are a quality conscious company, so the quality has to be shown in the product, the quality in which they interact with the customers, the quality with which they communicate, the quality of the communication. So in every aspect, the quality comes in. And when they start living by that value of that quality, every person starts imbibing right from the beginning, and slowly it becomes a part of their languaging. I'm sure many of us have heard those statements saying that if it is a Tata product, it is a trustworthy product. So Tata stands for trust, right? So in the same way, what is it that your customers look for in your product or service? So define the values, and that should be a priority during the inception of the company. And as you start expanding and you are growing the company, it should be made very evident to newcomers that this is what the company values are, and thereby it helps in the growth of the organization when you start living by the values. So in a healthy workplace, we have to define the purpose and then define the values, and not only define the values, one has to live the values on a daily basis. Now, let's look at the third sign of what a healthy workplace looks like. In a healthy workplace, every member who is working in the organization looks forward to work in that organization as they feel that they are at ease. There are certain goals for every department. So when they have to attain the goals, they know that they are comfortable with the goals, and also that there is a support system when they go out to achieve these goals. So when that support system and the people working are comfortable with each other and comfortable with the work that they are doing, Now, let's say, for example, a new person comes in and he or she is not comfortable with the kind of work which is being assigned to them, because this is the first time they are doing that work. They have taken up that challenge, so initially they are not at ease. But if there is somebody who can help them, give them the guidelines and handhold them in the initial stages, that is when they start becoming at ease with the work with which they are assigned with. And this becomes the factor for which they will start contributing in the coming days. And this will also help to nip the attrition rate when being at ease at work is addressed in the initial stages itself. So now let's move on to the next sign of what a healthy workplace looks like. There has to be the team spirit, because it evokes a strong sense of belongingness. Now let's look into another aspect or another sign of a healthy workplace. An organization should be open and transparent, wherein each member in the organization has the freedom to express their views openly. And when there is a brainstorming happening and when transparency is maintained, then everybody trusts that whatever decision has been taken is for the constructive implementation of the organization. When this realization or when this awareness that it is for the larger good, that this decision has been taken and it is fair, it leads to the development of a healthy workplace. So now, after going through all this science, I'm sure many of you are understanding that a healthy workplace does not happen by itself, right? Most of the business owners think that healthy workplaces do not happen by design, and these can be taken care of in the later stages as the focus is now towards generating revenue. Along with the revenue, if all these few signs are taken care of, the revenue generation happens by itself as the entire team works together in a very healthy way and the productivity levels are high. So nurturing has to happen from the grassroots level. Nurture your workplace right from the beginning so that it blossoms and gives out the right fragrance of happiness and health. Just a quick summary of a healthy workplace. A healthy workplace should have a purpose, and people should live by the values, and every member in the organization should feel at ease at work, and there should be a sense of team spirit which will eventually help in bonding and openness in the organization. These are the most important signs for cultivating a healthy workplace. So work on it and see to it that as a business owner, you create such a healthy workplace so that the business can scale up in a healthy way. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dream 100 Show. And we look forward to listening from our listeners. What is it that they would like to hear? And we will be working on those aspects in our forthcoming episodes. Thank you so much. Never lose out on an opportunity to learn about cultivating your inner strengths on Dream 100 Show. We strongly believe that life is just a play. We win some, we lose some, we miss some, and we mess with some. So enjoy your journey and play it to the fullest. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Dream 100 Show. And now make a smart decision of taking the next step towards building your trust and your dreams. Don't forget to subscribe to Dream 100 Show and leave a review on Apple Podcast. Share your biggest takeaways with us and follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. For more details, shoot an email to us. This is Savitha signing off and catch you soon in our next episode.